Yes, I want to put an overview in the beginning of this video, a small part. As I said, we'll have our live stream tonight at 9 p.m. I did take a little nap. I couldn't sleep. I don't know why, but I'm going to try to take a nap again. But I'll set my alarm, so 9 p.m. tonight. But I'm having this. I figured somebody had asked me a question, and I'm just going to answer it. This is an overview of my video right here. Julius Caesar, this is when Jesus died. Julius Caesar, the Julian calendar under Julius Caesar. This was April Fool's. This is the first month. But as I showed in my video right here, that Jesus died on this day. That's why I think that the second 9/11 is going to happen on this day. But the Julian calendar, I show in here that they are calling a feast day. This is during the Julian calendar, which is Julius Caesar. During Jesus' time, they call this a feast day, April 1st. As I said, this would have been Passover. I showed it in this video right here. I showed it in here that it was the 14th day of the first month. This would be Passover. So this would be a feast day. And they are showing it here. I believe that these are Jewish Christians, Jewish converts from the Julius Caesar time that were still adhering to what was going on when Jesus died. These are Jewish converts, and as you can see, they were doing the feast day, 7-day feast of Passover, just like it was right here as I showed in my video. Jesus died on Passover, and it was right here. So I just want to make that clear, and I said right here, it's right here. This is the date right here before they changed the Julian calendar right here. Also, too, the Bible's very clear about this. I hate your new moons and your feast days. So these are just Bible verses on it. There's more in the Bible about that. I could go into this. It doesn't say anything in here. It doesn't say nothing about the moon phase. It says Abib. It says right here. So, like I said, this is just the first part of my video. Just a really overview of my part of my video. Blow the trumpet at the new moon, right on time. God bless. How's everybody doing? God bless you all. This video is about everything's on schedule. Abraham Accords, as I talked about in my video last night. Yesterday, which was right around midnight, I think, I made a video. This video is about, because I looked into some more stuff. It's about my live stream today, which is at 9 p.m. Hope to see you there. But there's a few things I wanted to go over. As you can see, there's the wall on the West Bank. Says right here, talks about the barrier. Annexing the land, separating the wall. West Bank divide, coalition, West Bank divide. It's not a problem anymore. West Bank strategies in the West Bank divide. Israel must divide the West Bank, ancient West Bank. As I said, here's the U.S. Representative, and he just happens to be out of the country, as you can see right on schedule. It says right here, it says that he's going there specifically, visit Israel, the occupied West Bank. He's going to Morocco, Algeria in the coming days. But he's specifically going there, Israel, for the West Bank. I'm assuming he's getting these people on board which this is what you would be looking for. But he just happens to be gone until the 30th, which I believe he'll never return. And I believe this is when he's supposed to be. He's going to be gone till here, it says. But as you can see, it's a pretty long trip. Somebody asked about Biden. Biden might not even come back as far as that goes. Who knows? So, I showed you that. I wanted to bring this little well, let's go over this right here. So he's going to be gone until the 30th, just happens to be. Right here I showed you this. The new moon. I showed you this diamond ring, which that is April, a representation of April. The new year, the tie, Trump's tie, the daisy, which is a representation of April. I've showed you that before. I also wanted to show you this about the Julian calendar. The Julian calendar stopped in 1580. What I thought was very interesting, as I have talked on my videos before, about April 1st, the 31st and April 1st, is the 14th day of the first month. That's off the Enoch calendar. I've showed this Enoch calendar I showed in my other videos. Enoch calendar starts here, right here, the first day, right in here. So 14 days later would be here. This would be the 14th day of the first month off the Enoch calendar, always. This would always be the 14th day of the first month, Passover. As I said before, I believe Jesus died here, okay? And I had a video, one of my first videos I had on this. I believe this was Jesus' death. They called it April Fool's Day because they're calling Christians fools or whatever. I've said that. So what I did, I just was doing this for my own information to check this out. So I went before this. It's very interesting because, okay, I went to this year in history, and it says it was a Christian feast day. If you go to the next day, it says it was a Christian feast day, and on and on. Christian feast day. Very interesting, because the only thing I would know would be Passover of a Christian feast day. But it's the new year, Christian feast day. Very interesting. So as I showed here on the Enoch calendar, if this was the first day of the first month, this would always be Passover, always. But it's very interesting that right here this year, before the Julian calendar, they call it a feast day. So I just picked some other random day. They call it a feast day. Very interesting. Same thing, same pattern. This is in 2022. So I figured I'll just go closer. 1500 says the same thing. Christian feast day. It also says that Jesus was born this time too, but he was either born as the lambs are in the first month. Lambs are only born one time a year. That's in the first month. Jesus is the Lamb of God. It's either one or the other. They're 6 months apart, but it's really immaterial, but I thought that was very interesting. So the new year, as I'm looking, this is right on schedule. As I showed you here, he's out of the country, and something could happen right here about the Abraham Accords, as I showed you right here. This is a representative, and I showed you that in my last video Right here it is. Right here. There's a lot of articles on this. Right here. Israel hosts, this is the article I showed in my last video. Host U.S. Arab Diplomats Abraham Accords Summit. Right here it talks about what I showed you. He's going to be gone to the 30th. Israel to host historic summit. It says summit right there. So, like I said, this is my video, and I'm going to put it out in the morning. It's about my live stream. Hope to see you there. I had to get some sleep. God bless. Hope you're all doing well.